Hi, this is Sharon from Designs by Sharon Lee, and I tell you, this is the third time I've tried to tape this. I have gotten one half, and I'm trying to tape another half because the first half disappeared on my happy little tablet, and I'm going to make a happy little video out of this sooner or later. But this is a junk journal that I have made. I got the bug to make it from watching other people's, and I thought, yeah, I have a lot of stuff and I can make a nice junk journal. So guess what? I made a nice junk journal. It is a really thick one, as you can see. I used Tim Holtz fastener to watch me not be able to get it undone with one hand, to close the book. And I am going to have a hard time. As you can see, I've used a lot of different charms, and I'm going to squeeze that thing at the top there and bend it down. That's what you do. And I don't know if you do it with one hand, but I'm trying to do that with one hand. And guess what? I'm going to start this video over. So I have finally opened the clasp. I put a pause on there. So now you can see that it's open. It's not hard to do, just need two hands, I guess. But this is one of those Tim Holtz clasps. And the pretty little charms that I have collected over the years that I wanted to add to the book. Look how chunky this book is. This book I made from a Reader's Digest book. I took out the insides and strengthened the spine with some paper. So I'll show you the paper in a minute. It's a leather-like paper. And as you can see, there's some of the titles show through the acrylic paint that I painted the back spine with. And here's the back cover. And I wanted to show you the embossing I did on this special paper. And it's from Sizzix. And I got this from my friend Cindy's store, RC's Attic. I'll put a link to her store below. She sells a lot of wonderful card making things, and she specializes in Tim Holtz and scrapbooking. So this paper is what I use to emboss, and this cover and the front cover. And as you can see, if I flip it over, and I use Perfect Pearls on it and some glaze medium to cover this front with. I use some copper nameplates, and I don't know where I got them, but I've had them a long time, and some gold ribbon and a little handle that I just don't know where I got that from either. And a little ring to hold the clasp, so the book would have a place to close it because it's pretty thick. The paper I used is from Hobby Lobby. It's Kirby Teasdale Studio. And let me tell you something. I store my papers in 2-gallon bags. I get them at Walmart. They're handy, and I can just flip through my books, because I keep them in a little basket that's square, and it holds a lot of paper, and I just thumb through them like a file cabinet. So that's what I keep my paper in. I put metal corners on all of my books to protect the corners. Even though this is a book that might not need it, I just do it. Let's see if we can get it in focus. I'm afraid I'll lose it because this is my fourth attempt at showing you my book. But I'm going to make it a happy little video because it's a happy book. And I wanted to show you the pages. That there's about 100 and some odd pages. I don't know, but I know there's 28 pages in this signature alone, and there's 4 signatures, plus there's paper bags and ephemera. And so you'll see that as we go through the book, only I'm not going through it page by page. But I wanted to show you this has a little acetate place to put a picture. I've lifted up a little bit. And I put, like as I said, I put that leather-like paper here to strengthen the spine of the book, and just a little lace here to cover up the rough edges of where I cut the book out. The pages, as you'll see, there is some decorations on each beginning of each. Here comes the dog with her squeaky toy. With each signature, I put a decorative page, and here's a paper bag with some ephemera in it, a tuck spot, and some graph paper, some line paper, Martha Stewart lace punch, some stamping. I tried to include a lot of things that most people do, only adding my own touch. And here's a library pocket with some cards that I've had for a while. Just a place for a photo. It's kind of a stiff paper, just to put that in. And then here is some more stamping and just a fun place to write. Another tuck spot. Here's a little small paper envelope. I pasted a bird on, and there's something placed to write on in here, and I guess it's stuck because of the paper clip that I've used. So that can be pulled out when we remove the paper clip. And as you can see, I've used some special ephemera. Here's another here's the center of the book and of this section. Excuse me, it's a signature. And I like to call them sections because that's what they are. They're little sections of books that you sew together. As you can see, I used some jewelry, twine, like it's not really a twine, it's a real heavy thread for this book. And I'll just finger through a little bit, paper clip with a bow on it, an envelope I made, doily with tuck spots and the ephemera, the pretty paper, some more tuck spots that this goes behind and this goes behind. And then the paper that I used, what I told you about the Paper Studio is that I cut it in 8.5 by 11 segments and put lined paper and copied it onto the back of that so that there would be lines on it. I didn't line all the paper, but just some of the paper has lines, some of it doesn't. This just a sticker that I had, or three-dimensional, or here's a paper bag with some tags in it, some more ephemera. Here's another signature beginning page. It has pockets in the top, some tags that I made and stuck in the top. Here is another, no, it's just a page that I've just decorated. It's not the beginning of another signature. Here's a center signature again. Here's some more pages. Here's the beginning of another signature. Here's a little flip up and a tuck spot behind the flip up. Paper bag, a vintage paper bag, I should say. And here's some more of my decorated pages, some stamping. You'll see some Tim Holtz stamps in here that I got from Cindy's. And this is a glassine bag with some things in it tucked behind there. Another paper bag, a little envelope with some tags, a pink paper bags that I got at Michael's with some stamps. A flower, these are paper flowers with some jewels in the center. And more of that. And this is from a card that my husband had, and I loved it. A dial tone. In fact, we were out today at Rugby, Tennessee, and there was a girl who saw the phone ringing, and she looked at that phone, and she didn't know what to do with it because it was a dial phone. And we had the biggest kick out of it because she didn't know how to use it. So my husband showed her how to use it, and she called her mother on her cell phone, just having fun with that phone. with a dial, and that's my dog again. Here's a frame that I got. It's a Tim Holtz. I pasted it down. There's more. There's a centerpiece again. And there's more surprises and places to tuck and glassine bags and a lot to look at this book. Well over 100 pages. So I hope you would enjoy this book, and I hope you, if you're interested in purchasing it, I will leave information at the bottom of this video so that you will can contact me, and we'll make arrangements for you to have this wonderful chunky junk journal. It's not really junky, is it? It's just a nice full journal to write on and to have fun with. So I want to say goodbye to you, and thanks for watching, and God bless you and your family and the world today.